Hey everybody, welcome to this week's video tutorial. Today we're going to be making a project in a new program called Adobe Spark. So this is a web-based program. You go to spark.adobe.com and then log in with your Google account. If it asks you why you're using Adobe Spark, you should say education, and it will unlock some extra features for you. If it doesn't ask you that question, it's probably because it recognizes that you have an education Google Apps account. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and create our own personal inspirational quote photo, and then you're going to share it out on the Padlet wall that's linked on our daily schedule. Here's how it works. You're going to go to the plus sign here in the corner. You're going to scroll down to custom size graphic and click on it. Alternatively, if you see these buttons at the top, custom size graphic is the last one, and you can click on that. All right, it's going to go ahead and load and suggest a width and a height for you. Just go ahead and say, great, next. So after you click next, it will take you to a dashboard where you can start editing. All right, so you need a selfie for this. So before you get started here on Adobe, make sure you take a selfie, and then once you do, you click image. Make sure the selfie's in your Google Drive, so you can click upload photo. And then I'm going to go ahead and find the photo that I need on my desktop. There we go, me. All right, so it's going to ask you, what do you want to do with that photo? So it might ask you, do you want to anchor it to the background or move freely? We want to anchor it. So if it asks you whether to move freely or pin to background, say pin to background. If it doesn't ask you, like how mine just worked, I'm going to take and turn off the move freely and say pin to background. Okay, so now look, I can't really move it side to side. It's pinned to the, see how I can move side to side here? I want to pin it to the background so that I can't move it side to side. Okay, now this is going to be helpful because I'm going to start adding a lot of stuff. First, I'm going to click add, and I'm going to click text, and then I want to add my own text. And this is the part where you need an inspirational quote that you come up with. So my inspirational quote is, find your voice, tell your story. And so how do you come up with your inspirational quote? I don't know. Who are you? What's important to you? What would you want to inspire other people with? Pick some original wording. Don't, go steal some wording from the internet. Try to come up with your own short inspirational statement, and then see how I typed it here so that it's vertically positioned. I just hit the enter button in between each word so that each word starts on a new line. Now I'm going to say done, and my text pops up here on my screen. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and make it pretty big, and I'm going to cover half of my face here. Then I'm going to tell this text that it should align to the right side of that square. So see how everything lines up right here on the right-hand side? That's because I hit the right align button. When you start out, it's center aligned, but I would like it right aligned. And I'm going to place it on like the halfway mark of my face. Okay, so right about there. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, I should say, if you'd rather go on this side, you can do that too. I just prefer it here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to effects, and the effect that we're going to apply is cutout. So see how you can see my picture, my face, through the cutout? Then we're going to go to color, and we're going to say white. So now I've got this white box with this inspirational quote going on. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to slide it a little little bit in this direction. All right, perfect. Now I can also switch the font. So I think I'm going to, I think under text style, oh my goodness, text type. There we go. Under text type, I can switch the font family. So I can play with the way the words look and find something that I identify with. So there's kind of a mood that you're communicating here, right? Okay. Let's see. I don't really like those scripty fonts. Ooh, that one is cool. I like it. Okay, so it's a little bit big for half of my face because this is a different type of font. So I'm going to go ahead and end it like that. And then I need to kind of fill this space so it's white and this space so it's white. So what I'm going to do is go to Add, Icon, and I'm going to select a square. So I'm going to type, or maybe rectangle would probably be easier. I'm going to type rectangle, and I'm going to pick a rectangle that has a color, and I'm going to pick white so that it matches this background piece. And I can overlap it a little bit so that it looks like it's just one big block of white. And then I'm going to copy and paste that by clicking on it and then clicking duplicate. And I can bring this one down to the bottom so that now it looks like a continuous white circle, white square. And I can still see my face peeking through on these letters. The last step is to do something super cool. And on the picture, I just clicked image. I'm going to click filter, and I'm going to use the Colorize filter. So super cool. I can see my face through that. I don't have to stick with this color. There's a cool shuffle button in the middle. So you can actually shuffle to find the color that you like best. And then once you have finished and you have figured out what you like, I think I like this one. Then all you have to do is hit this download button. You're going to download it as a PNG or a JPEG. PNG is best for graphics because it's higher quality. And you say start download. It's going to pop up on the bottom of your screen. And then all you have to do is go to Google Classroom. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so I'm going to Google Classroom. I'm going to the ASB section. I'm going to go to classwork. I'm going to click on the schedule for this week, or I can find the link on the Make and Share project. I'm going to go to the ASB Picture Project Padlet, and I'm going to share my work here. So I click the plus sign in the bottom corner. I click the upload button and pick the file from my computer that I just downloaded. And then the file is going to pop up here on the screen. And I add my name for the title. And that's it. I'm good to go. So now I have my picture here. As long as you're still on the same screen, if you accidentally pick the wrong thing, before you leave, you can hit the trash can button, and then that'll get rid of your post and let you make a second post in case you messed up. All right, guys, that's how you're doing today's leadership project. Make sure that quote is meaningful, that it is powerful, and that it represents you, and then have fun creating in Adobe Spark.